At first glance, this might just look like another LEGO Technics construction kit. But here's the twist. You're not building a single function robot. It's an entire open-ended physical programming kit. And you're building the code to control it, all without looking at a single screen. And who would have guessed that making programming physical actually makes it easier to understand, especially for kids. There are plenty of STEM kits that promise to teach coding to children, but eventually all of them involve some kind of school. Codybots takes a different approach. Instead of dragging programming blocks around on a tablet or a screen, you're doing it physically, manually connecting them together with magnets and watching the physical robot you're building come to life in front of your eyes. There are tons of things you can make with Codybots, and over the last week, I've built a few of these with my 7-year-old, and needless to say, he absolutely loved it. So did I. So today, we're gonna look at what Codybots is, what makes it different, whether it's actually fun to build and learn with it, and if it's worth it for children who are interested in creating, building, Legos, programming, and generally learning how things work. Inside the box, you'll find everything neatly organized into separate bags and trays, including the construction pieces, the motors, the sensors, the programming blocks, and electronic modules. With so many pieces, it definitely looks a little intimidating at first. But as lovers of big Lego kits, once my son and I had everything laid out and the instructions in hand, we quickly realized it's designed more like a modular building system than a box of random parts. If you've ever built something like Lego Technic, the actual build experience is going to feel pretty simple. You've got all your gears, wheels, connectors, poles, things like these, everything clips into place. There you go. And the guidebook runs you through everything step by step. Sometimes the instructions were slightly hard to follow, but we eventually ended up figuring everything out. And watching the models slowly come together is extremely satisfying. I will say that this isn't one of those toys that you'll just play with for 20 minutes and be done with. Some of these builds take a good amount of time, figuring out, working out, especially the large ones. But I think that's part of the appeal. Over the last week, my 7-year-old and I built a few of these together, and it kept him occupied for hours. Every time we'd finish a section, he'd want to see, what this does, how it works, how it all comes together. And it was fun to watch him stop thinking he was just building a toy, building a Lego. He's actually becoming this little engineer. He's learning in the experience. He's learning how to code. Now, I will say there were definitely moments where something didn't quite work the first time. Maybe a motor wasn't connected properly, or the signal wasn't going through, or we programmed it wrong. But honestly, that's part of the programming experience. Debugging and figuring out why something isn't behaving the way you expect is a huge part of coding and learning in general, and Codybots turns that process into part of the fun experience rather than something frustrating. The AI tutor and the included video guides, accessible via QR code in each build's instructions, help sort out most of our doubts. And once you're done building, that's when the actual fun begins. Instead of having to open up an app, you're actually coding with these magnetic coding blocks. You've got loops, inputs, sensors, motors, speakers, and everything snaps together like puzzle pieces. It's actually a really clever way of introducing kids to these coding concepts without throwing them into the deep end. I can remember I learned how to code in basic lines of code in this complicated programming software. Now it's visual, it's physical, it's fun, it's a game. One thing I especially like is that every change has an immediate physical result. Swap a block, change a value, reconnect to sensor, run it again. It's all about experimenting and seeing what happens. My kid especially loved changing inputs like speed or color, running it again, and seeing the result change in front of his eyes. Compared to a static Lego toy, there was an increased sense of accomplishment and pride at being able to make something that moves, that works. And what happens if it doesn't work? That might actually be one of my favorite features. You see, when you're coding and learning how to code, you write the code, you build it, you run it, and if it doesn't work, you're kind of left hanging. But with this, you've got this wheel and you spin it and you can visually see your program running. As it steps through it line by line, you can visually see it with LEDs on each block, and you can find the error within minutes. It's simple, but it's incredibly effective. Another feature I wasn't expecting to use as much as I did was the built-in AI tutor. You see, rather than having to search through the instructions, a manual, search online, you can just hit the button, ask it a question about your build, the code, why something isn't working, and it answers you. It understands you and it answers you in natural human language and tries to troubleshoot the problem with you. And that's even more of a help when my kid is playing with it by himself and is trying to figure out why something isn't working, and he can just hit the button, ask it. It understands what's being built already, and it sees where the problem is and helps him figure it out and build it for himself.
I see the issue. In your program, there are an 11 you have one buzzer and one LED connected. The buzzer is number 3 and the LED is number 4. That means you should use buzzer 3 and letter 4 in your blocks. The encoder on the output box is trying to find an IO block with ID 4 for the buzzer and ID 3 for the LED, but those don't exist. Just change buzzer 4 to buzzer 3 and let 3 to LED 4, and your program will work just fine.
It's less like searching for answers online and more like having someone sitting next to you helping you through the process. Especially for parents that might not have any programming experience themselves, I can see this being especially useful. So who is Codybots actually for? If you've got a curious kid who loves building, tinkering, and figuring things out, Codybots offers a really refreshing approach that makes programming feel much more tangible and a whole lot more fun. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to learn more about Codybots, check out the links in the description below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.